Trump official criticizes Fed Chief Jerome Powell for ostentatious office renovations as Trump takes aim over interest rates.
Now, Trump's budget chief said that the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, has grossly mismanaged the Fed. Office of Management and Budget Director Russell Vought also suggested Powell had misled Congress about a pricey renovation of the central bank's headquarters. Vought's broadside opens up a new front in the Trump administration's war on the Fed chief. For a president, removing the Fed chair is a direct method of sending a message. The Federal Reserve Act states in Section 10 that the chair and other members are subject to being removed for cause by the president.
Now, the term cause has always been understood by legal experts to refer to misconduct or misuse of authority. Since the law is not clear on cause, the question of whether a president can fire the Fed chair becomes tricky.
For now, though, the Trump administration seems to be targeting Powell with cause, citing the high cost of the Fed's headquarters renovation. Vought said that Powell has grossly mismanaged the Fed. He said while continuing to run a deficit since financial year 23, the first time in the Fed's history, the Fed is way over budget on the renovation of its headquarters. Vought added that the cost is now up to $2.5 billion, roughly $700 million over its initial cost.
Now, in the unlikely event that Fed Chair Powell is removed or if he steps down before his term ends in May of 2026, we would likely see a sharp steepening in the Treasury curve as markets price in cuts. Well, inflation risks and diminished Fed independence along with that. And that could create an even more toxic mix for the dollar than Liberation Day, with euro, yen and Swiss franc best placed to benefit.
Well, I think if Jerome Powell stepped down, it would be a great thing. I don't know that he's going to, but he should. Jerome Powell's been very bad for our country. We should have the lowest interest rate on earth, and we don't. He just refuses to do it, and yet he's spending $2.5 billion rebuilding the Fed, the Federal Reserve building.
An early departure of Powell would be followed quickly by a replacement super dove as head of the Fed. If that happens, we can acknowledge that the Fed would swing more dovish than it has been. Now, still, it's a majority decision. The committee is likely to remain as divided as the latest minutes suggest, but with a bias to keep rates on hold until the coast is clear to cut them.